Once upon a time, there was a powerful king who ruled with wisdom and strength. Among his trusted advisors was an old sage who always said, "Everything happens for a reason, and God never makes mistakes." One day, the king was inspecting his royal sword when he accidentally cut his hand, losing part of his thumb. Furious and in pain, he called the sage. "If God is so good, why did he allow this to happen to me?" the king demanded. The sage calmly replied, "My king, God is good, and everything he allows has a purpose." Angry at the response, the king ordered the sage to be thrown into the dungeon. "Now, tell me if this is also for a purpose," the king shouted as the guards dragged the old man away. But as he was taken to prison, the sage simply smiled and said, "God is good. Everything happens for a reason." A few weeks later, the king went on a hunting trip in the deep forest. Unfortunately, he was captured by a group of warriors who performed human sacrifices. They prepared to offer him to their gods, but just before the ceremony, the high priest inspected him and shouted, "Stop! This man is not whole. He is missing a part of his thumb. He is unworthy of the sacrifice." The warriors immediately released the king and let him go free. Shaken by what had happened, the king returned to the palace and immediately ordered the release of the old sage. As soon as the sage was freed, the king fell to his knees and said, "I see it now. If I had not lost my thumb, I would have been sacrificed. Truly, God is good." The sage nodded and replied, "Yes, my king. And if you had not put me in prison, I would have gone hunting with you. Since I have all my fingers, I would have been the one sacrificed instead." Tears filled the king's eyes as he realized how God had protected both of them, even through what seemed like misfortune. Sometimes what we see as a mistake, a failure, or a disappointment is actually a blessing in disguise. God's plans are greater than our understanding. Trust Him even when things don't make sense. If this story inspired you, like, comment, and subscribe for more uplifting stories of faith and wisdom. Share this with someone who needs encouragement today.